though, right? Like, how do you get your chops if, you know, if with zero experience, then
Right.
you've got very little that you can show, that you're like, hey, I've got all this, you know, stuff that I've done, hire me for decent cash. And instead of that, you know, I guess you probably have to balance it out by taking on projects because you're passionate about the thing and wanting to build a reel and wanting to build that experience that you can then leverage in the future into paying gigs and stuff.
Well, you can make a demo reel without
sure
having any gigs whatsoever, and that's
Yeah.
really like, for me, for most of the things that I have gotten recently, because I have transitioned from Twitch into voiceover stuff, and it was one of those things that I was too shy to like even talk to people about, because that's just how I've always been. I literally would sit in my room and like record myself doing voices, pretty much. And then, you know, that develops. You want to build an even more professional kind of demo reel, and you want to work on that. Like, I'm in the process of making a better one now because I'm not 100% satisfied with my last one. And you constantly need to have something that like you can actually show to someone, like concrete proof. Hey, like I can do this type of a voice. Maybe that's not what you originally even envisioned. And sometimes like these people will even swap over and be like, I heard this demo reel, this was badass, and I want to pick this part of it. Like, can you do that voice? It happens. So it's one of those things where like, yes, experience is definitely going to play into it, right? Like, especially as someone who is not as seasoned as Elspeth, obviously, and like I haven't had as many gigs and everything like that. But as so, like in that retrospect, getting started, if you have a demo reel, that's literally the beginning of it. You need to have that in order to expect anyone to want to hire you.
Now, how do you craft that? What kinds of things are you are there like some good things to keep in mind, or actual hard and fast rules, or like how do you build that?
Well, the thing is that typically people will listen to a minute, if even that, of your demo reel. So you don't want to go
at the time, it's got to be kind of limited.
Yeah, the timer has to be like super short. You have to have it either be something like rapid fire and not impersonating things. Like, at least that's what I've been told from people that like I've spoken with, that they do look for people having original work in their demo reel. So for mine, I listened to like the the rapid fire ones, and I went back and forth and I kind of debated, and I made mine more of like an episodic type thing where like the characters were actually interacting with each other and you're still showing off your range. So you can
cool.
You can be creative with it still. There's nothing wrong, obviously, with like a rapid fire one. Like, that's the industry standard from what I've seen. And it just seems to be the fact that like you just want to show off your range in as little amount of time as possible.